What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Goblin, and today I'm coming in with a story time for you guys about doing a 1 gram dab. But before I dive into that, I would like to mention a couple things. First off, I would like to say that I will not be double uploading today. I know that I promised I would, but I got called into work, and they're keeping me there for a good amount of time, so I'm not going to be able to get 2 videos out today, so I do apologize for that. I will double upload tomorrow to make up for it, and my uploads tomorrow will probably be the second part of the candy flip story, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting on that, and something else I'm not going to tell you guys yet. But either way, I hope you guys do enjoy this story. Drop a like, and let's dive into it. So, 1 gram dab. Now, I didn't take the 1 gram dab to the face. I did it with a couple buddies of mine. There was like 2 other people in on it, I think. So we each got 0.3, give or take. So it was still a pretty fat dab. And this was one of my first times doing wax too. So it's a pretty interesting story. But basically, this occurred last summer. And it was actually around about a year ago from today, give or take. Because I know for a fact it was in June last year. Because summer had just started. And my friend Chad, my friend Chad was cool. He had the spot to go smoke. The place where if you wanted to go blow some dope, you wanted to go do some wax or cool it or just do whatever mischievous, most likely illegal things, you were at Chad's house. And this is where this took place. Me and my buddy, we're going to call him Bill, decided to go over to Chad's house. And Chad hit us up. He was like, hey, I got some wax. We should do some dabs. Let's cool it. So me and Bill went over there. We kicked it. We said, what's good, Chad? He's like, not much. Just cooling it, blowing dope, jacking off, the usual. You know how I'm rocking. So we were chilling in his garage for a little bit. And he busts out a hot plate. Now, we didn't have rigs. We weren't the high-tech dab lords yet. You know, we were doing ghetto shit to dab. Like, we were lucky if we had a vape to do some wax off of, you know? So we had to go a little ghetto on this one. We had a whole gram of wax, and we wanted to do it all. So we took a hot plate from his garage, and I don't know where the fuck he got it from. It was on a shelf in his garage or something, and we plugged it in and put it on the table and all sat around the table, and he went inside the house and grabbed us each a straw. And how we did this was we took the whole gram and we put it into a snake, and we just kind of slowly lowered it onto the hot plate as it was on, and all of us just put our straws right over it and inhaled. So he rolled up the snake, attached it to, I don't remember what, it might have been like we'll say a toothpick or something. I know it was something small like that. And turned on the hot plate. We let it heat up for a little bit. We were cooling it, playing some, probably Call of Duty. I don't remember what we were playing, but I know we were playing on his PlayStation. It was either COD or NBA, one of those two things, because that's typically what we would do at Chad's house. We'd just blow some dope and play some COD or NBA or whatever was on his PS4. So he rolls up the snake, puts it on the toothpick. Hot plate is nice and hot already. We're kind of burning because it's already pretty fucking hot out, and like we're leaning over this hot-ass hot plate. So we are sweating balls at this point. And he lowers the snake real slow, and immediately just dab smoke rises. So we got our straws right over that shit. We're inhaling. We're fucking... And wax is really rough to hit on its own. At least in my opinion, wax hurts your lungs a shit ton more than weed. And when you're smoking it through a straw, it makes it harder because the ends of our straws started melting as we got close to the hot plate. Like, I leaned in a little too close, and I got a good hit of some plastic. I got some good carcinogens and lung cancer going on there. I got stoned off them fucking carcinogens and whatever the hell is in plastic that makes the fucking straws. I don't know. But either way, we eventually cleared the whole snake, each of us, and we got some pretty fat hits, and we just kept inhaling until he cleared the snake. Like, we just kept doing it real slow. He was like, all right, y'all shouldn't breathe too fast because I'm not doing this super quick. And we were like, all right, we got you. I understand. So we all inhaled, and I held my hit as long as I could, and it tasted like shit. I definitely tasted some good fucking plastic in that hit, but I didn't care because I knew I had some wax in that hit too. So I held it for a little bit. We're going to give it, I don't know, like 5-10 seconds, whatever, and I exhaled. And I hadn't done wax very many times before this. You know, I'd only dabbed like 2-3 times maybe before this, so I didn't really know how stoned I was gonna be, because every time I'd done wax, it got me super high, higher than weed ever could. So I was just sitting there waiting, and me and my buddies, we were chilling, kicking it, and wax hits pretty quick. I mean, typically, at least in my experience, it hits faster than weed, and within a few minutes, I was already feeling the effects. I was sitting there in the chair, fucking glued to that shit. It felt like the Black Ops 1 main menu, how Mason's in the chair. That's how I felt, strapped the fuck down. Like, I was off it. I was sitting there, giggling my ass off, having a good ass time. Middle of the summer, not the middle of the summer had just started, but either way, it was fucking beautiful out, so it felt like the middle of the summer. And we were just kicking it, playing some NBA, playing some COD, dabbed the fuck out. We rolled up a couple more blunts after this, but we didn't do any more wax after this because we didn't want to get like, we felt like it would just just be a waste of wax. Like, we already done a 1 gram dab, which in itself is probably a waste. So we didn't want to be any more stupid and unnecessary and wasteful like we already were. So we ended up just smoking a couple more blunts, playing some NBA, kicking it with Chad, and eventually we had to leave. We shook up with Chad, and I was baked for a good minute. Like, I don't remember how long I was high, but I remember it was a decent amount of time, because I was just sitting there stuck, and I shook up with Chad. We hopped back in my car, and we were just cruising, windows down, playing some music, stoned as can be, feeling fucking incredible. And I mean, I've done a 1 gram dab, like, to the face all on my own, but this was, like, I did that well into when I was, like, doing wax, and I already, like, knew what I was doing. It still got me really high, and I'll probably tell that story one day, but I wanted to start with this one, because I was higher this time, actually. I was higher than when I did the 1 gram dab, which is kind of hard to believe, but I don't know. I mean, it was kind of weird. When I did the 1 gram dab, like, just to my face, I was already doing a bunch of wax, so, like, it wasn't as big of an impact. But yeah, either way, I hope you guys did enjoy the story, and once again, I hope you guys will forgive me for not double uploading today. I mean, I'm at work, so while you guys are listening to this, I'm probably out there in the Meijer parking lot pushing carts, taking names. You know how I'm rocking. But either way, drop a like if you guys do enjoy this story, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.